What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. It looks like Niantic is getting ready to roll out yet another brand new update in Pokemon Go, and data miners have managed to find some very interesting information about some possible new raids that we might be getting in the near future. So let's go ahead and hop into the tea. So I'm here on PokemonGoHub.net, where this morning they published an article about some very interesting information that data miners managed to find in the latest update for Pokemon Go. And that would be the discovery of shadow raids, which that just in general sounds so cool. But let's go ahead and read the article to see what they might have found. So the article says the latest Pokemon Go update version 0.265 started rolling out a couple of hours ago, and data miners have already started digging into it. Among the first discoveries they made are shadow raids, a new type of raid that could be coming to Pokemon Go. And of course they have a little disclaimer saying that this is data mined, so there is still room for this to basically not happen. But something makes me think that we might actually be getting these in the near future. The article then goes on to say a couple of pieces of code found in the new update reveal the existence of shadow raids, a new type of raid potentially coming to Pokemon Go. Judging by the code, shadow raids range from level 1 to 5, similar to normal Pokemon Go raids. So here we have our code here showing raid level, and then of course it goes all the way up to 5. Currently, Pokemon Go only uses levels 1, 3, and 5 raid difficulties, so it's interesting if this will be repeated with shadow raids. Aside from the obvious connection with Team Go Rocket, it is not clear how and where shadow raids will appear. Something makes me think that this might be connected to like an event that we might be getting, but if these are raids that are going to be a regular occurrence, I feel like this is really going to get people like excited to play this game again, because shadow Pokemon are some of the most meta relevant Pokemon in Pokemon Go. So imagine getting shadow raids with like good shadow Pokemon, not like the ones that nobody wants. I feel like that in and of itself would change the game. And it looks like there will also be shadow raid rewards after completing the raid. So it says completing shadow raids seemingly rewards additional XP, both for in-person and remote raids. So we will be able to remote raid these. That's always good to know. It is not clear if these amounts will be different, but it does look like shadow raids will be remote friendly, which we have the little code right here where it shows activity, raid level 1, shadow additional XP, which it says additional XP, which makes me think that we probably will get more XP than we would from, say, a typical level 1 raid or level 3 raid, whatever level raid you decide to take on. Just because if it wasn't more XP than normal, I feel like the code wouldn't say additional in it. It would just say like XP or something. But then again, I don't know. I don't do coding, okay? So take my opinions with a grain of salt here. But there's clearly also code for remote raids, which, like I said, is always good to know because obviously you can't be everywhere all at once. So it's nice to know that if we do end up getting these shadow raids and they do end up giving us good Pokemon, that you will be able to join remote raids and you won't have to miss out on any good Pokemon. But it looks like we will also be getting a shadow raid pass, which also makes me think that maybe this is not tied to an event actually. Maybe we are going to be getting these as a regular occurrence. Otherwise, why would they be adding a whole new raid pass? But let's go ahead and read about it. So additionally, a new type of raid pass has been spotted as well. The name of this raid pass is not yet known, but it looks like it's a reference to the shadow raids. The hardcore value is called items raid ticket. Oh, okay. I'm a little more 50-50 now because it does say ticket, so maybe it's going to be like a special research ticket. So maybe it will still be tied to an event. It is not clear if this shadow raid pass will be a new premium item or if it's an extension of the Team Go Rocket reward system, but it does look like the shadow raids will be using a different raid pass. Curiously, this ticket may have already been data mined all the way back when Pokemon Go version 0.249 update was in the focus. The debate about the nature, price, and usage of this raid ticket will last until we know more about shadow raids, but its purple color does match the overall shadow Pokemon visuals used in Pokemon Go. Okay, so this is like an actual visual of what we're going to be getting, so it's going to be like a purple colored raid pass, which actually looks kind of cool. I like it. And it looks like the author of the article has some parting words for us, so it says, Pokemon Go raids have become a fairly stagnant affair for most players, and Niantic is well aware of this. From the removal of EX raids to the change in raid levels, introduction of Mega and Elite raids, it does not surprise us that a new type of raid is being discussed or tested. Remote Raid Pass is an incredibly popular shop item. One can only guess how much it earns compared to the other shop items, and we have no illusions that it will be used for Shadow Raid Passes as well. But all in all, we look forward to this. Here's hoping that Niantic shares more information on Shadow Raids soon. Honestly, same, because these actually sound kinda sick. Because like I said, if these are supposed to be a regular occurrence, kind of like the mega raids or the 5-star legendary raids, then this is definitely gonna be a big plus for Pokemon Go. And like I said, I think it's gonna get people super hyped to play this game because raids have gotten a little stale. And not to mention, the elite raids have not been going that well. Talking about you, Reggie Drago. So maybe something like shadow raids is just what Pokemon Go needs. Especially because hopefully if this does become a thing, it'll make meta-relevant shadow Pokemon a lot more accessible versus having to get lucky and encounter them while fighting Team Go Rocket. Especially since raid Pokemon tend to have better IVs. Like me personally, I lucked out with a good IV Shadow Machamp. But when it came to Shadow Mewtwo a little bit ago when we were fighting Giovanni, I got like a low 2-star one and I was like, oh god, why? So I'm hoping that if shadow raids do become a thing, 1, the Pokemon will have better IVs, and 2, they will include meta-relevant Pokemon. I'm not expecting like shadow legendaries or anything, but just like some good shadow Pokemon. But I would love to know what you guys think about the possibility of us getting shadow raids in Pokemon Go. So leave your thoughts, hopes, and opinions down below in the comments. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.